Concierge. Still probably wrapping your head around what exactly that is, but let's have some fun. So I want to talk about you. I want to talk about your situation, your obstacles, right? So what are some of the things that challenge you, right? Are you a business owner? Are you tired of paying too many taxes? Well, if that was the case, who would you talk to? Your accountant, right? And your accountant may or may not have a bunch of tax reduction strategies, right? And probably to date, you've kind of just worked with that accountant and assumed that he's doing what's right for you. Does it hurt to have a secondary person or party to step in and take a look at the taxes to make sure that they're efficient as possible? If they work with your CPA, I'm not trying to replace them. I don't want to replace them, but I do want to make sure that you, as the business owner, have as much value as possible. So let's get this out of the way right now. The way that we get compensated 100% of the time is out of the value we create. If we don't provide savings from expenses or taxes or creating wealth, we don't get paid. That is just the way that it is. So you have obstacles, right? We talked about it if you were a business owner. Well, what if you were just a normal person? What if you had a couple kids, you have a mortgage, you got a car loan, and you have a student loan? So now you have some debt. You're working, you make your income, the income comes in, you pay your bills the best you can. How much money currently in your life is left over that you are saving every single month? Be honest. Obviously I can't hear you. So just think about that for yourself. What is that number? Now, if I could show you how to increase the number, increase the amount of money that you're saving, investing, and eliminate debt in the process, seems like that would make a lot of sense, especially if I'm only getting paid out of the value that was created. If it didn't cost you anything out of your pocket, it's a win-win. These are the type of solutions that we'll be talking about in this video series. Now, the solutions we'll get more into later, but I did want to take a moment and talk about our process. Our process follows 3 clear steps. Number 1, it's all about you, right? So we need to 100% understand what your challenges are. Tell us what they are. What we literally do is we will prescribe the education or the system that you need to participate in order to overcome that obstacle as efficiently as possible. So, again, back to those examples. We ask you what your biggest obstacle is. You say you have a bunch of debt and you have a hard time saving. We point you in the direction of online resources. You gather it out, you look for it, you seek it. If it makes sense, you use it. If it doesn't make sense, you spend a little bit of time. I can tell you that in my 10 years, this is the exact same education and information I've been providing to the wealthy. They paid a lot of money for it, and I have a feeling that you'll find tremendous value in that as well. So, number 1, we provide solutions to your obstacles. Number 2, we provide systems, and this is so important. Guys, think about this. How many people are on the internet right now giving you books, selling you systems where they talk to you about stuff and they tell you things that you can do, but they don't give you the idea, right? I love Tony Robbins and Les Brown and Tai Lopez and all of these wonderful people, but what they do is they provide resources that they call self-help. Self-help. That means the onus is still on you. I've been doing this for a while, and I gotta be honest with you, I've learned that if the easier I can make it on you, the better the odds of success. So, the way that we do it is rather than just give you some education, give you some information, I provide a system. The education simply allows you to understand the system. Why is a 401k so popular? This is a very important thing. From a tax perspective, I personally, in my humble opinion, not so high on it, right? Because what you're doing is you're saving the tax bill you would have to pay today in exchange for paying taxes in the future. I'm not going to get into a huge debate on this, but I just want to ask you one simple question. When you retire, do you think taxes will be higher or lower than they are today? Every one of you watching this is probably saying the same thing. Probably higher. Now, if that's the case, why would you take the tax cut, take the tax exemption today when taxes, as you would say, are lower in exchange for paying them in the future when you said they would be higher? Make sense? We're good? Now, of course, every situation is unique. Please don't take that as blanket advice. This is not a recommendation, but reason why I'm bringing this up is the 401k was created 36 years ago, 1980. It is collected $24 trillion. That is a lot of money. There are $24 trillion in 401ks right now. Why? Here it is. Because it's automated. Because when you go to your new job and you sign up and you're filling out all the paperwork and the HR rep or the plan administrator says, how much would you like to contribute to your 401k? You make a decision right then and there, and it's done. They take the money, you don't have to think about it, they put it away, it goes where it's supposed to go, it does what it's supposed to do. What we've decided is rather than give you self-help books, I want to automate the system that's going to carry you to your goal. Why isn't this the norm in the industry? I don't know. I don't know. I spent the first decade in this industry trying to understand that, and then I finally realized that I would rather recreate it. I'd rather make it better, in my humble opinion. So, number one is we provide solutions to your obstacles. Number two is we provide systems that will carry you through and get you to the end goal. And of course, anything that takes time, obviously life gets in the way and obstacles arise, and then there's all sorts of challenges that come. So the third step in our process is we provide support. Support is incredibly important because if you don't have support, how do you make that decision? If something comes up, you're eliminating debt. And a hospital bill comes up. Do I put it on a credit card? Do I take the hospital financing, or do I take it out of savings? What is the best choice? Wouldn't it be nice to have somebody to bounce that off of? Well, we have a very simple way to interface with our clients. You fire off a little email, you let us know if you wanted to get on a webinar, if you want to come to the office, or if you just want us to respond via the web. Pretty easy. Now, how much work does that take from us? Not very much. We have the education. So what might take you an hour of research, we can answer pretty quick. And if we can't, we'll go find it and we'll bring you the answer. Okay? So it's all about making it easy. So if we can automate it, provide the solutions, and we can set it and let it go, then you can spend more time with your family, focusing on your dreams and accomplishing what you want. So that's it. That's how we do it, why we do it. Those are the 3 steps. The next couple of videos, we're going to dive into specific concepts and how they can affect you, kind of tease you a little bit with some of the solutions, show you some real value. Remember, at the end of all of this, all I'm saying is we have online resources. Go and learn, educate yourself a little bit. Whenever you get to that happy, comfortable place that you're ready to talk, let us know. I appreciate your time. We'll see you on the next video.